What if I told you that inside government vaults there could be hundreds of gigabytes of files, names, photos, videos, and testimony, tied to one of the darkest scandals in modern history? The so-called Epstein Files are said to hold answers that could shake politics, business, and even royalty, but despite years of pressure, only crumbs have been released. So the question remains, what's inside, and why is it taking so long for the truth to come out? Today we're diving into the mystery of Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and the infamous Epstein Files, the documents and evidence that refuse to disappear no matter how much officials try to close the case. Federal prosecutors collected a mountain of evidence during their investigations into Epstein and his partner Ghislaine Maxwell. We're talking about over 300 gigabytes of material, photos, videos, emails, financial records, witness interviews, and seized electronics from his properties in Florida, New York, and his private island in the Caribbean. Inside safes, investigators found binders of CDs, nude photographs of young women, including at least one minor, stacks of cash, and even loose diamonds. Agents also recovered boat logs, flight manifests, and Epstein's notorious Black Book, a list of contacts featuring some of the most powerful people in the world. On paper, Epstein was just a wealthy financier, but behind the scenes, he was convicted of sex crimes in 2008, charged again in 2019 for trafficking minors, and accused of running an entire network that exploited underage girls. He died in jail under suspicious circumstances, officially ruled a suicide. His death left countless questions unanswered, questions that many believe the Epstein Files could solve. Who helped him? Who protected him? And were there powerful people directly involved in his crimes or just guilty by association? This isn't just a criminal case, it's now a political firestorm. President Donald Trump himself is caught in the middle. Epstein once called Trump his closest friend for 10 years. Flight logs show Trump on Epstein's plane. Trump's name appears in unreleased files. And yet Trump denies wrongdoing, saying he cut ties with Epstein years before the first arrest. Still, critics and even Trump's own supporters demand answers. They want the full release of these files. But the Justice Department insists much of the material can't be made public without redacting the names of victims, witnesses, and uncharged individuals. The problem? Heavily blacked out documents only fuel more suspicion. People start to believe that the government is hiding evidence of a client list, a supposed record of Epstein's powerful associates. Officials deny that such a list exists, but conspiracy theories continue to spread. And then there's Ghislaine Maxwell. She was convicted in 2021 of recruiting and grooming underage girls for Epstein. She's serving a 20-year sentence, but here's the twist. The Justice Department has openly said they're willing to hear anything Maxwell has to reveal about others involved. Could she still name names? Could she unlock parts of the Epstein Files that we haven't seen? What makes this case viral isn't just the crimes themselves, it's the mystery. Why did Epstein receive such a lenient deal back in 2008? How was he able to operate so openly in elite social circles for decades? And how did he manage to die inside one of the most secure jails in the country before facing trial? The Epstein Files are supposed to hold some of those answers, but until more is released, we're left with a dangerous mix of fact, rumor, and conspiracy. And every delay, every redaction, only makes the public more convinced that the full truth is too explosive to reveal. So what do you think? Is the government protecting innocent bystanders caught up in Epstein's world, or are they protecting the guilty? The mystery of the Epstein Files isn't going away, and we'll be here to cover every new twist. If you found this video informative, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive into the stories the world can't stop talking about.